JK Fiber Arts. It took me all of 5 seconds to decide that I wanted to spin this. So last time when I was opening Kim Boyce from Fairly Fiber Fun's Rolex set, I was talking about my Easter egg bat. I did not make a video on this one. I was just really enjoying the process, and it is lovely. It's made out of Polwarth is the base. There's superwash merino, which is the kind of pastel-y green in here, and Teeswater locks, which are these kind of bright blue and pink and white that are going through, and then this is the yellow airy piece silk. So there's also rainbow fire star in here. Let's open this up, and this bat is about 4 ounces. And this is what the base side looks like, and then this is the top of the drum carder side, and it's really soft and fluffy. So I think I'm just gonna rip this in longitudinal strips and spin it, and I'm gonna divide it in half and go for it. I don't think I'm gonna do anything fancy. It's really pretty, and I think that these colors are gonna just carry beautifully. There's not gonna be any mud. It's just gonna be little pops of these locks throughout, and there's 3 layers of those locks in this bat. So they are all throughout in here. So let's divide it in half. I'm gonna 2-ply it, and let's get it on the wheel. I'm so excited. It's good to test spin your stuff. All right, here we go. Haha. And I am just gonna rip off strips and see how this goes. I was thinking that I just want to go ahead and chain ply this, but I think I have another project that I want to chain ply coming up, so I will 2-ply this one. It was very tempting though for me to just say I'm gonna chain ply it because I think it would look really good chain plied. Okay, let's see what we get here. And I'm going to, spin in the Z direction here. I don't even have an idea of what thickness I want this to be. Let's just see what it feels like. This feels quite lovely. Let's see what this is. This is around a 20, 22, which I think seems like a great weight. Needs a little more twist on it though. So let's take some of this tension off. Now let's see what we get. Yeah, I like that better. And I like this better than the really thin part here. So we're gonna stick with whatever this is. So that's the middle of this, the thicker area, and the thicker area is, oh, the thicker area is actually around an 18. So I guess we're gonna try for an 18. Let's see how this goes. I can tell you it is spinning like a dream. I need to take some of my tension off though, because I was trying to pull it out of my hand a little bit here. Oh, that looks so good. There we go. There it is. Aha. There it is. Just perfect. Look at that. That's lovely. I like that angle of ply on the ply back. If I could get the whole thing to look like that, I would be super happy. Let me make sure of my weight here so I can see what I like. Yeah, that's an 18 to a 20. It was an 18 before I put the extra twist on it, and it was a 20 when I was done. So that's what we're gonna go with. am really thrilled to be spinning this. I don't think I have, oh no, I did. I spun one of my bats. I was gonna say, I don't think I've spun any of my bats from my new drum carder, but I have just the one smooth red one, and it was lovely. I have been spinning my roll ags though, and they have been lovely as well. I've been doing those on my Turkish spindle, and I like it. I'm gonna get to that first lock. There it is. I like that. That's gonna give a nice little textured area. And that's what I'm looking for, that little bit of depth while we're spinning. My daughter's visiting. She came home for St. Patrick's Day weekend to go out to Fells Point with some of her friends. And she has Finn up in the room with her, so it's like super quiet right now. $18 to $20, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, still looking pretty good. Yeah, right there, looks nice. You can see some of the sparkle on my lap pad here, some of the Firestar. And it's just a tiny bit of Firestar, but you know, a little goes a long way when you're doing Firestar or any sort of sparkle. Now, the Polwarth does tend to poof up a bit. You know, it's got a nice bouncy quality to it, and so you know, I think this will the yarn is going to full a little bit after we wet set it. Oh, here's a really pretty part. This is the stuff I'm looking forward to. Let's check this. I think I'm a little bit thick in the one spot and perfect in the other. So this is the perfect 18 to 20. And then here we got just a tiny bit thicker, but that's okay, because when we're on the textured bits, which is what this is gonna be, I don't mind so much because it'll look neat when you do that. Oh, actually, it looks really good. It's very subtle. We probably won't be able to see all this or appreciate it all until the end, but look at that. It's got this cool kind of green, gold, yellow that's going through there. Here comes some Teeswater lock, which I like a lot. It's like this one. Let's see what this looks like. It's just gonna have a nice light blue to it. Oh, I love that. I love it. Nice little blue specks through there, and a little light pale pink. Very Easter eggy. I just came to this lovely section here. Look at this. It's all lock. Well, a little bit of Polwarth in there, obviously, but let's see how it looks on the plyback test here. Let me, oh, look at that. That's pretty. It actually needs a little bit more twist on it, though. Let's do a little more twist then. There we go. Look at that. That's so pretty. I love it, and it's gonna have that nice pop. Let's do a quick look at the bobbin here in just a second. I want to let this little part go on. Here we have it, looking good. I really like this, and this was the bit we just put on with the boulder locks, and we have that dispersed throughout, and there's the Polwarth and the light green superwash merino and the silk that you can kind of see throughout. In addition, there is a very subtle sparkle, which I don't know if you're getting it right now, but it's in there. All right, I will see you back whenever I finish the second single and we'll apply this. We are ready to ply. So we are going to do a 2-ply here. Let's go over the basics one more time. So when I spin singles, I spin Z-ply. Z-ply is clockwise. And then when you ply, you spin the opposite direction. So I spin S-ply, which is counterclockwise. It does not matter whether you spin your single clockwise or counterclockwise, as long as you do it the opposite direction when you ply. For ease of singles and ease of my brain math, I always spin my single Z and I ply S, unless I'm doing a specialty yarn that calls for something different, like a opposing 3-ply or something like that. So let's get started here. I will keep my Lazy Kate on my left side, as close to straight behind me as I can get. All right, we got as close as I can get it. And then I use an auto level winder, so I'm gonna turn this on. And the next thing I'm gonna do is check my tension and see where we are here. Just loop this through my end here. So that's drawing on pretty easily. Now, once I get that started, I go back to where the fiber is coming off of the bobbins at the Lazy Kate, and I put my fingers in between those so they're not tangled up behind me. And then I start with my ply. And you want to keep the ends parallel to each other. And my front hand isn't really doing very much. I'm just sort of guiding the ply through here, just really gently smoothing. And the next thing we're going to do is check to see how our ankle ply is coming along, which is going to be really hard to see on this white, but we're going to do it anyways. Well, that actually looks quite nice. And take a look here. And I like that angle of ply, I think. That looks really nice. And let's see if I have a little energy in this still. I do. And I do like to have a little bit of energy in the yarn still. That will come out whenever you wet set. So I'm just letting I'm just treadling and keeping it outside of the orifice just a touch longer before I let it go onto the bobbin. And let's see how this one looks. Oh, that's a lot tighter of a ply, I can see. And I don't want it too tight because I want this to be a light and airy yarn, but I think this is going to fit the bill nicely. So I am getting closer and closer to getting my website up. I'm really, really excited. Yesterday I did a bunch of photos, and the photographer for the web designers helped me, showed me some lighting stuff and what I could do to take pictures, so that's nice. And then they said they'd be back to me in about a week with the web page, so I'm really excited to see what they build with all of my photos. And here you can see these locks give you just a little bit of texture, which I love. And that'll just pop when you come to it in the knitting or weaving. And I think that we're going to end up with a weight here of about, I'm going to say that this is going to be probably a sport weight yarn. At least based on what I'm seeing here. It's probably going to floof up a bit. You can check and see that too. Make sure I'm staying on task here with my twist. Yeah, that looks lovely. Oh, look at that. Sorry. That's the downside of doing Easter egg. My floor is white. There we go. Has this nice little halo on it. the nice fluffy woolen prep. I love that. All right, and I'll do a little bobbin check-in along the way so that you can see the color. It is really nice. It's not as white as it may look. It's got these nice green, yellow, and pink pops through there. So this says that it's a 14, this bit right here. I think that it's probably going to be more like a 12, and it's going to be a sport weight based on what I see here, but we shall see how much it blooms whenever I wet set it. The coolest thing that happened to me, this just happened this morning. I was walking Finn, and one of my neighbors he's newer neighbor, and we just met him. Gosh, it was, what happened? There was some big storm. One of the trees went down. So I'm going to say it was probably late fall. And of course, we haven't seen him all winter because nobody's really out in the winter unless you have a dog like us. So anyways, he came up to me and said that his daughter saw my video. She lives in Germany. They are not fiber related in any way, but somehow my video came up on there, up next. And she recognized our backyard. We have the similar view to them of the wetland hiking trail system. And he made a point to walk up to talk to me and tell me that did I know my video was being viewed in Germany, and I thought that's so cool. So, and then she called them and told them to get on YouTube and go to minute 22, whatever it was, where I did a ending shot and I had the backyard in the background. It was really cool. So anyways, I thought that was neat. And small world. Very small world here. Yeah, that's better. I like that one. That looks perfect. Perfect, perfect. Love it. Okay, so let's do a little bobbin check-in here. Let me take a little pause here. Here is our bobbin check-in, and you can see, if I give you the black background, that you can see that there are some light blue, some green, some yellow, and there are some locks in here, which you saw when I was doing the early on ply, and those are underneath, but we'll see them when we wind onto the nitty-knotty. Here we are with our bobbin check-in. All the plying is done. This last little bit that you see is chain ply. I wish I would have chain plied it. I wanted to chain ply it, but I didn't want to do 2 chain plies in a row. But the chain ply looks really cool, and then the 2 plies underneath, which also looks wonderful. But I like this yarn a lot. So I'll just do a little skein of the leftover. That I always chain ply the leftover if there is any. And then I save it all up, and I'm going to weave it into some crazy funky scarf. I have lots of little nubs and over the years, and it's going to make a great project someday. Here it is, my favorite part. This is looking good. It's looking very Eastery. It's got this nice pale pastels in it. I like that. It's really nice. I wanted to show you the chain ply too, which I really, really liked the chain ply here. Let me see if I can keep this in focus. It gave us a very nice worsted weight yarn. And I really like this little niblet here of chain ply. And then here we have our final yarn. And this is about a DK weight. It's a little bit thinner than a worsted weight, but not by much. It's around a WPI of 10, 11, somewhere in there. Looks pretty good. I'm very happy with this, and you can see all the little color pops throughout from the locks, and it ended up having a little more green color to it than I expected, but I really like green, so you can't go wrong with green. And I really, really love the way this turned out. It's very soft, and I'm super happy, and I'm not sure what I'm going to knit with it, but I'm definitely going to knit something springy with it. There you have it, the Easter egg Batt. So I will see you guys next time. Until then, spin half.